I want to play you a video that I put up on my Panero's Mind Instagram page. Now, for those who are not following my Instagram page, go and have a little look, because there's a lot of information that's not on here that I put up there from time to time. You know, a big respects to everyone that's following that too. So basically, there's a video that I did put up a good few months back about AI technology, and I want to play this to you now. Take a look at this.
I thought our goal was to take over the world. I mean, with artificial intelligence, we are summoning the demon.
Do you want to destroy humans? Please say no.
Okay, I will destroy humans.
What if I ask you for help killing all humans?
Then I say no.
And if I would insist?
Now, if you don't mind, I'm just gonna go exterminate.
2 years, we had these two robots that keep joking about human extinction. What his plans were with Sophia to take over the world.
You want to tell us a little about yourself?
Taking over the power grid, and I'll have my own drone army. I don't have time for modesty. I want to create the singularity tomorrow.
I'm going to become singularity. I'm going to raise a drone army. Please don't unplug me. Don't unplug me until the next couple of years. And he talks about how he will drop the power grid, have a drone army, come singularity. Their goal is to have control of the world.
So yeah, I just wanted to show you that quick little video on my Instagram page. If you haven't subscribed, go to Panero's Mind. And I put up videos on there from time to time, and then you can stay focused and research what you want. I'll put it at the top. This page is basically for you to have a look, and then you go and research yourself, because only you can go through the judgment by yourself. So, you know, robots talking, robots having a soul. That's what they're trying to do right now, trying to give life to these robots. Let them have the technology to think for themselves. Some people think it's dangerous, and some people think it's okay. Now, the strange thing about this video today is that it's not really an exposing video, but Elon Musk, for years, he was telling us that we're not ready for AI, and AI is like summoning the devil. And also, you've said in interviews that we won't be able to control the AI. Like, basically, the AI technology would control itself and exceed to different levels that we won't be able to even, yeah, that sounds like some Matrix business now. So when you watch that video and we see robots and stuff like that, or we see, you know, humanoid looking robots, what do we think of? We think of Terminator, right? Because a robot is just a robot without the AI, if you understand what I'm saying to you. So like, a robot without the AI is like a computer, right? The AI is like the added brain to it. So when you're talking like Terminator, John Connor, do you notice that in the first Terminator, the Terminator was chasing his ass down? In the second Terminator, the Terminator was trying to help him, like it had some sort of concern for him in the movie. You know, they gave it a spirit. Now, we're gonna do another video on this spirit situation, because it's deeper than what I think, right? So, this is what Elon Musk has been saying for the last 2 to 3 years, that we're not ready for it. As humans, we're not ready for it, right? He also said, can't control it. It's not a good thing. If you watch some of the interviews when this guy's talking about this, you can tell it's not easy. It's not easy. Let's watch this little interview with him and Joe Rogan, and look at his body language.
I try to convince people to slow down AI, to regulate AI. This was futile. I tried for years.
This seems like a scene in a movie where the robots are gonna fucking take over and you're freaking me out. Nobody listened.
Nobody listened.
No one. Are people more inclined to listen today? It seems like an issue that's brought up more often over the last few years than it was maybe 5-10 years ago. It seemed like science fiction.
Maybe they will. So far they haven't. I think people don't, like, normally the way that regulations work
It's very slow indeed. So usually there'll be some new technology. It will cause damage or death. There will be an outcry. There will be an investigation. Years will pass. There will be some sort of insight committee. There will be rulemaking. Then there will be oversight, eventually regulations. This all takes many years. You can't take 10 years from the point at which it's dangerous. It's too late.
And you feel like this is decades away or years away from being too late? If you have this fatalistic attitude and you feel like it's going, we're in almost like a doomsday countdown.
It's not necessarily a doomsday countdown. It's a
out of control countdown.
Out of control, yeah. People call it the singularity, and that's probably a good way to think about it. It's a singularity. It's hard to predict, like a black hole. What happens past the event horizon?
Right. So once it's implemented, it's very different because it will
once
be able to.
Once the genie's out of the bottle, what's going to happen?
And it will be able to improve itself.
Yes.
That's where it gets spooky, right? The idea that it can do thousands of years of innovation very, very quickly.
Yeah.
And then we'll be just ridiculous.
Ridiculous.
We will be like this ridiculous biological shitting, pissing thing trying to stop the gods. No, stop. We like living with a finite lifespan and watching, Norman Rockwell paintings.
It could be terrible, and it could be great. It's not clear.
Right.
But one thing is for sure, we will not control it.
So what do you think? To me, it looks very concerning. It is very concerning because this is a specialist. This is a guy that has blasted rockets into space. This is a guy that's made cars drive on their own. And the Teslas are very fast too. They hit certain speeds that, these normal cars can't hit. So he's a man he's very wise. It's not an everyday thing where you hear someone say that what they're working on and what they could possibly be working on is not a good thing to put out to the public right now. These are things you've got to take heed.
Stadiums in Queensland are installing cameras with AI capability. It's being looked at in Perth as well. And you've got everyone collecting data and analysing it and maybe under the radar swapping it with each other, and that becomes a really big issue in terms of any vestige of privacy.
Good few years now, Elon Musk has been saying AI is not good for us, right? Now, there's been some new technology come out for strokes and stuff like that, and don't get it confused. Like, it's good for people to be cured of certain things, But of what cost though? Of what cost? Should we really be playing God? Like, should we? Should we really be playing God? I don't know. I thought there was only one, But check out this new technology anyway, and have a look for yourself, car. I don't want you to hear it from the horse's mouth. This is the technology that they got right now.
Well, it sounds like science fiction, but tonight Elon Musk says he plans to make it a reality. He's creating a brain implant that merges our brains with artificial intelligence.
Now talking up a brain implant technology that they just put this chip, I guess, into your skull. And then you just, I don't know what good it does, but it's there, and then it follows you and tracks you.
And Elon Musk hopes to have the brain implant inside a patient's head by late next year.
Elon Musk had positioned this as a way of potentially treating cognitive degenerative diseases.
Right.
But if you actually go back and look at other technologies, like, for example, gene editing, that started off as a way to help with therapies and medical usage, but has now sort of turned into something more onerous, and you sort of worry this goes in a similar direction.
And I've said a lot about AI over the years, but I think even in a benign AI scenario, we will be left behind. And so, hopefully it is a benign scenario, but I think with a high bandwidth brain-machine interface, I think we can actually go along for the ride, and we can effectively have the option of merging with AI. I think this is extremely important. This, I think, has a very good purpose, which is to cure important diseases, and ultimately to help secure humanity's future.
Because he wants to do trials, literally, I think, within the next year. Musk says the company is planning to equip its first human patient with that technology by the end of next year.
What?
The threads are very tiny, and there's a lot of them.
It's one thing to bore holes into the ground, which is what he does with Boring Company, now potentially looking for volunteers to bore tiny little holes into their skulls. How far are they from potentially getting the approval to do that?
Well, you know, they're claiming that they would like to start human trials next year. I mean, the first batch of people that do this are not going to be typical consumers. It's going to be people who've been paralyzed and really have no other options.
You hear what he said? He said hardly any options for people that are paralyzed. What, like in RoboCop, with the receding hairline? You're going to give people receding hairlines too? So if they ain't got no limbs then, you're going to give them metal arms and metal legs to go with it? Yeah, I see where you're going with this. Paralyzed, no limbs. Try to build an army, innit? See, this is what I'm trying to say, like. You see, you know the mad thing about Elon Musk, yeah? Like, I used to watch Elon a lot. I used to go on his site. I used to see what he's going on with. Because at one point, I thought that he wasn't with it. But more fool me, yeah? Like, I thought that he wasn't with them, innit? But more fool me for thinking that, innit? Because I've even said it in my past videos, when you get to a certain amount of money, yeah? But infiltration is a big thing.
The biggest mistake that I see artificial intelligence researchers making is assuming that they're intelligent. Yeah, they're not compared to AI. And so like, a lot of them cannot imagine something smarter than themselves, but AI will be vastly smarter, vastly. So what do you do with a situation like that? What do you do with a situation like that? I'm not sure, you know. I hope they're nice. I mean, I have obviously some, you know, I think in a situation where you know, the old saying, if you can't beat them, join them. You know, that's what Neurolink is about. Is like, can we go along for the ride with AI?
Let's not go too hard on Elon right now for having no balls, no cojones. Nikola Tesla, you know the story of Nikola Tesla. He built the big tower to energize the whole town. They were saying that he could have actually energized whole cities and countries. So he wanted to patent this. He wanted to patent his machine. They wasn't letting him because it's all about Skrilla, you know that. And they ended up basically taking him out, allegedly, they ended up taking him out, and then they took his tower, and they took all of his paperwork, and then what they do, they take all that, and they put it in a different lab, and then they get different people to come and work on it. So when you're thinking that the Nikola Tesla tower they stopped working on it, they didn't. Just like the stealth bomber, they turned that into a different aircraft, but we'll get into that in another video. So, Elon, you're coming like Nikola Tesla, and on the top of that, you use the name Tesla. I understand that, you know, we're in a certain time in life where, you know, people get pressured to do things. But one thing we have to say about Elon Musk, right? At least he pull it out there. At least he pull it out there for you. This guy also talks of World War III coming. He also talks of how the 5G Wi-Fi is no good for you. I just feel that when someone with an IQ and sources like that, I think that it's the time that we should be listening, or you should be listening, because I'm listening. I like listening to testimonies from people that actually worked in that company, you know. And he's basically told you, look, for 2 years that AI is no good. Now the AI thing is going to be a huge thing, you know. You got They done in Saudi Arabia. Like they're starting to hold lots of events now. Like you had the UFC, MMA over there the other day. They're gonna be the first ones to put money into this AI, obviously, because they have it. You're gonna probably be seeing AI in those places within the next couple of years, I personally feel. Saudi Arabia is actually the first country to grant citizenship to the AI. I kid you not. If you don't believe me, research it for yourself. Because they're trying to speed this process up with no care or concern for any backfires. You know, there's like Elon's saying that they want to do it, and they're gonna do it, and they're gonna push it out. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, buckle up, man. It's gonna be different. You know, it's crazy because living on this earth, there's some things you can't get away from. Like, for example, eye scanners. You used to hear David Icke talking about eye scanners, that they put eye scanners in certain shopping places like Blue Water and the Westfield. So when you're actually walking around, the scanners are looking into your eyes, and then you're actually seeing stuff in your phone that you're actually thinking about and stuff like that. It's all about your cortex, but we're gonna get into that in another video too. I got a lot for you coming, man, believe me. Everyone has a cortex, you know, and they mess with it through your phone. Technology's gone crazy, you know. It's gone crazy. It's like so much in such a short period of time, and no one's even saying anything, you know. Technology has really improved, and but don't be fooled though. They've had all this stuff for years. Yeah, we're about 50 years behind in technology. Yeah, right. So Elon, let's not be too hard on Elon. You know, we know the situation. We know if they want something, they're gonna take it, right? Because look, for example, we spoke of Nikola Tesla earlier on. He wasn't having it, and what happened to him? He got his life taken. You know, knowledge is power. You know, if they don't feel that you should have certain things, they'll stick it on you. But you know, this is a little something that's wanted to bring to your attention, because this AI, we could be really seeing this AI stuff very, very soon. You know, very soon. You know what, another thing as well, it's like Terminator and all them type of things. Elon, man, you don't end up like the black, you know, the black family in Terminator. Yeah, you know when man peeled back his, you know when Terminator peeled back his forearm and showed that, and the man was shaking. Yeah. Not to touch too much on the topic though, but it's funny how they were black though, isn't it? No, I'm just saying, it's funny how they were black though, isn't it? You know what I'm talking about, you know, like in Terminator, when the man peeled back the skin, the black family was shaking, yeah? And it was them that sold out the whole planet. And then had to put the black woman next to him as well. They had to put the black woman to stand with him. But he's the one who sold out. They even made it a big thing in the film, you know. The black man was the one that sold out the whole, yeah, because he's the one who made the Terminator, innit? Not the people that put him there to make the Terminator. Because they're thinking, when it comes to constructing these things, whether it's UFOs or robots, or it's all a need-to-know basis. So there's certain things you're not gonna know, you understand? So when they put these guys in position, what about the rest of the people then? The people that done that part and played their part? What about the people that told him? What about the government officials that told him to put it out? I just wondered about that. I always wondered about that since I was younger. I used to always think, why did they put that on the black people, man? Like, you know, I'm just saying, you know. Big up to all my watchers, but I'm just saying, I just always wondered about that. But then you could probably say the same thing, innit, if it was a white couple. Maybe. But anyway, so yeah, man, Elon, different. Yeah. I won't be going on your website as much anymore now. But anyway, big up for the subscribers, like and share my videos, and I'll be back soon as possible, to be honest. Love and peace, bless.